Wullie, what's your initial thoughts after that today?
Frustration. I thought the boys put a lot into the game, and the 4-1 scoreline, I think it flatters Morton. I thought for large parts of the game we were well in it. I can't say we were on top, but I didn't think Morton were on top either. I thought it was in the balance, and it was all about that next goal. And Robbie scored an unbelievable free kick, and then we've seen it a few times. The heads go down, and the biggest thing that I'm going to take from it is disappointment, because people that weren't at the game today, they'll look at the scoreline, they'll see 4-1, they'll think we took another battering. But again, it's far from that. I thought the boys put a lot into the game, like I said, and it is a sore one to take. And if I've got any grumbles, and it's the manner that we gave the fourth goal away. The boy picks it up almost at the halfway line, and by that time I think the heads are down, but the boys need to have that bit of grit between their teeth, personal pride, that they don't concede anymore, because he coasts by about 4 or 5 boys before he slots it home, and it's the little things. And again, the 4-1, it's a sore one. It's another 4 goals conceded, and that doesn't do the confidence any favours at all. But we would have loved a cup run, don't get me wrong, that's what the Scottish Cup's all about. But our full focus now has to switch to Dunfermline, because that'll be another tough game next week.
As you say, the scoreline doesn't reflect the effort that the boys put in for most of it.
No, but that's life at times as well. You don't always get what you deserve, and the game's done with now, so you can't really do much about it. But I felt that if we had a little bit more quality in the final third, we could have created a few more problems. We had to change it with Gibson picking up a wee injury. But yeah, we can ifs and buts all day, can't we? But for me, it is just the fact that we've conceded another 4 goals in the manner of the last one that doesn't go down too well. But thank the support for coming, supporting us. Disappointment to be out of the cup, but like I said, full focus now on Dunfermline.
That's happened a couple of times this season, hasn't it? That the heads have gone down and they've conceded a couple of goals. Well, these ones were well into injury time. Yeah,
well, you've seen it. Alloa on top for 60 minutes, and we concede 1, and then we have that crazy 5-minute spell where we conceded 3. Again, it was late in the game today, and again, like I said, the game's in the balance, and we end up losing 4-1, and it is a sore one. And from the outside, it looks even worse. But we've got to try and pick the positives from it and pick ourselves up for Saturday.
As you say, it is a big one. To Dunfermline.
I think Dunfermline have only lost 1 game all season, if I'm right, so their home form is good. But again, I'll back my players all day. We'll have a good week in training. Ask the boys to give us 100% every day. The boys that do that find themselves in the team. It's as simple as that. The boys that don't. And I'll pick a team based on that. And we'll go to Dunfermline with a positive frame of mind and believe we can win the game.
Sometimes these are the games that people aren't expecting you to win. No pressure. There's always pressure on you, I know that, but Dunfermline, league leaders.
Some would say like today would have been a free hit, but that's not the way I look at it, to be honest. I do see that Morton are doing well in the Championship. I see that Dunfermline are doing well in our league, but full focus is on me, and I've got full belief in the players and what we're trying to do here. And like I said, we'll go with a positive frame of mind and believe we can get a performance and a result.
You get the result, and of course it closes that gap to the top.
It does. If you looked at the fixtures, we had Montrose who were consistent. We had Morton who had been doing well. Dunfermline. We then have Alloa in the cup, and then we've got a few games where maybe we go in expected to win. But it's important between now and then we pick up some points and we start there looking for that at Dunfermline.
You talked here about Lewis having to come off. What's the situation there?
He picked up a knock a couple of weeks ago, and he maybe wasn't going to. Well, he didn't train leading up to the Montrose game until the Friday, and then obviously we had to change him in the Montrose game as well, just cramping up a little bit in the tight calves. And then today again he just felt that. So I don't know whether it's a lot for him. It's his first taste of it, and he's got to run in the team now. Maybe it's the demands of everyday training, the intensity that we train at. or maybe there's something underlying there that he's maybe just not settled down enough to last the 90 minutes.
Tend to forget that he is only 17.
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you forget that very quickly because of the performances that he's put in, and you've seen that the team missed what he can bring to the table in the final third with the delivery and stuff. You've seen that in recent weeks being one of our assets, and it was lacking towards the end of the game. But you know, it's not a one-man team. We just got to knuckle down, get hard at training at the weekend, and go again.
It's not a one-man team, but the way he's been delivering the ball into the box, he didn't really get much chance to do that today. But that also helps the likes of Rory, who's there to finish, and the forwards.
It does. That's what I said. You know, if you get it in the wide areas, good delivery, and that's what we've asked him, and that's what he's produced. Because when you've got strikers like Rory in the form that he's been on, and goal scorers like Gav, you know, that's what you're crying out for. They want the ball in the box. But yeah, we didn't put nearly enough good quality balls in there to threaten Morton.